Good evening. My name is Christopher David Ruiz Cameron. On behalf of the Mexican American Bar Foundation, I have the happy privilege of paying tribute to the Honorable Cruz Reynoso, the trailblazing lawyer, jurist, and law professor who served as the first Latino justice of the California Supreme Court. In case you missed it, Justice Reynoso passed away in May of this year at the age of 90. Now, it is fitting that we recognize our friend Cruz on the occasion of the Foundation's 30th anniversary. That's because he was there for us practically from the beginning. In 1999, when our fundraising underwent a reboot, I directed the first of my 18 galas. Naturally, I invited Cruz to attend. He did not ask for free admission or free airfare or free anything, nor did he demand or expect podium time. Instead, in his humble way, he showed up, worked the room, and charmed everyone from our scholars to our VIPs to my mom and my Nina. They never forgot his kindness in taking the time to chat with two viejitas when there were so many other so-called important folks in the room. In 2001, I asked Cruz to accept our Precursor de Justicia award. Again, he agreed and asked for nothing in return. Again, he charmed everyone with his remarkable life story. And that story went something like this. Born into a farm worker family in Brea, California, Cruz went on to spend a lifetime fighting the prejudices he first encountered during his childhood in Southern California. Soft-spoken, with a gentle demeanor, the future Justice Reynoso would become more forceful when something tweaked what he called his justice bone. His justice bone developed early when he recognized that the grade school he was attending in then rural Orange County was a segregated school for children of Mexican descent only. They told us we had to attend that school to learn English, he recalled, but my brothers and I already spoke English. That didn't make sense. Later, Cruz would protest other things that didn't make sense. One was the failure of the post office to deliver mail to the barrio where his family lived. He drafted a petition, gathered signatures, and successfully lobbied the U.S. Postmaster General in Washington, D.C. for rural mail delivery in his neighborhood. This early boyhood success helped motivate Cruz to keep doing the things that needed to be done, as he told the California Bar Journal. Now, back to that 2001 gala. At the time, our foundation supported not only law students, but also some elementary and middle school children in East Los Angeles. That year, we invited some of the kids to attend the gala. Afterward, their teacher asked them to write letters thanking us for the opportunity. One of them wrote that, when he grew up, he wanted to be just like Mr. Justice Cruz. In his later years, Cruz continued to support the mission of the foundation to promote the diversity of the legal profession through education. As recently as 2016, Cruz attended our gala and delivered the keynote address to a standing ovation. In all, he spent 5 decades working in public service, where he was a staunch advocate for workers, immigrants, and the indigent before joining the California Supreme Court in 1982. Cruz also taught and mentored young people at 3 law schools, the University of New Mexico, UCLA, and UC Davis, where he ended his full-time teaching career as Professor Emeritus. And of course, he won countless awards, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. According to my compadre, Dean Kevin Johnson of the UC Davis School of Law, Cruz Reynoso was a national treasure and a civil rights icon, not just for Latinas and Latinos, but for everyone. He dedicated his life to equality and justice for all. We are proud that he ended his professional career as part of the UC Davis community and was an inspiration to everyone. I couldn't have said it any better. To learn more about this remarkable man, I invite you to watch an award-winning documentary called Cruz Reynoso, Sowing the Seeds of Justice. You can find a trailer and purchase information on YouTube. Cruz, we will miss you, but we will always be inspired by you, your life story, and your life's work. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Bob Duran. I have served as a trustee on the board of the foundation since 1992 and as treasurer or assistant treasurer in all of those years. In that role, I've had the pleasure of serving under every president of the foundation, including our fourth president, Tomas Olmos, who passed away shortly after last year's scholarship gala. Tomas was an important leader in the life of the foundation, so it's fitting that we recognize him on this, the 30th anniversary of the foundation. In a word, his leadership of the foundation was profound. Tomas took the helm when our annual scholarship giving was a bit more than $10,000 per year and presided over the foundation as it hit $25,000 and then $50,000, $75,000, and $100,000 per year. This has exponential growth due in no small measure to his creativity and commitment to fundraising, which included a 5-year grant from our first long-term corporate sponsor, Walmart. With more funds, the foundation was able to award more scholarships each year while he was president. The realization of the foundation's goal of making an impact on the legal profession through law scholarships is only part of Tomas's legacy as a talented man of good conscience, a conscience formed in the San Joaquin Valley. From modest beginnings in the Central Valley to law school at Bolt Hall and beyond, Tomas left a mark everywhere he went. He began his career advocating for farm workers at the Delano office of California Rural Legal Assistance and concluded it as a partner at Allred, Morocco, and Goldberg, where he continued his advocacy for workers' rights until he retired. In between, he made significant contributions at the Western Center on Law and Poverty, the U.S. Equal Opportunity Commission for Southern California, Nevada, and the Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles. Tomas also taught and mentored law students at the People's College of Law as volunteer dean and professor of constitutional law. One of his students was retired Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Teresa Sanchez-Gordon, who is also a former member of the foundation board. Tomas also advanced the cause of the United Farm Workers through litigation and in other important ways with a unique combination of high-level legal skills and firsthand knowledge of farm work in the Central Valley. To our 2021 scholars, if you're looking for a role model, you can do no better than Tomas. For he stood for professional excellence, he gave generously of his time, talent, and treasure to important causes, and he provided timely leadership to those causes, including as president of the foundation for 6 years. To our supporters, may you be inspired by Tomas's example of generosity to the foundation and to those less fortunate. To Tomas, thank you for your leadership to the foundation at a crucial time in our history. We will miss you, but we will always be inspired by you. Until we meet again, thank you.
Welcome to the Mexican American Bar Foundation's 30th Anniversary Scholarship and Awards Gala, sponsored by Houston Hennigan LLP, the Mexican American Bar Foundation's Endowment Fund, Amundsen Foundation, Cedar Cyanide, Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo, Edison International, Enrique and Catherine Holguin, and Ultimate Health Services, Gibson, Dunn and Crutcher LLP, Lock Lord LLP, Manette, Phelps and Phillips LLP, Atkin, Gump, Strauss, Hauer and Feld LLP, Lathan and Watkins LLP, Sidney Austin LLP, Munger, Tolles and Olson LLP, Maria G. Rodriguez Memorial, Ramona's Food Group, Los Angeles Dodgers, and University of Southern California. A complete listing of our sponsors can be found in our tribute book online at www.themabf.org. There you will also find profiles of the scholars who will be introduced later in tonight's program. Please remember to support the Mexican American Bar Foundation by texting FELIZ, that is FELIZ, to 41444. And please invite your friends, colleagues, and family to join us this evening for our 30th anniversary celebration. Just log on. Our MC for tonight's event is an actor, producer, entrepreneur, mariachi singer, and yes, he has played a lawyer on television, Mauricio Mendoza.
Good evening y muy buenas noches. Again, I am Mauricio Mendoza, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for the Mexican American Bar Foundation's 30th Anniversary Scholarship and Awards Gala. There is so much to celebrate this evening. Today, the foundation will award the highest number of scholarships and the highest amount per scholarship that it has ever awarded in any given year. This means, for its 30th birthday, the Mexican American Bar Foundation will award a combined total of $350,000. That's right, you heard right. $350,000 to 35 law students. Each student will receive $10,000. That is a tremendous achievement by any measure. Now, please join me in welcoming the president of the Mexican American Bar Foundation and the managing partner of the Los Angeles office of Lock Lord LLP, Mrs. Nina Huerta.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want to thank you for joining us here for our 30th anniversary gala, which is a huge night for us tonight, and we're going to have some big news to share. For our 30th anniversary, the foundation will award over $350,000 in scholarships in the form of 35 individual scholarships at $10,000 each. These awards are going to make a phenomenal impact on these law students to help them reach their goals and meet the ever-increasing cost of pursuing a legal education. We've all been there. This is, again, the highest number of scholarships as well as the most dollars this foundation has ever awarded in any given year. We're very proud of the hard work that we did this year. We are delighted to support, honor, and celebrate yet another great group of Latino law students as they pursue their dreams and careers in law. These scholars represent the very best of the future of our profession and of our community. Each scholar has a unique personal history and experience. Many have overcome significant odds to get here tonight. All of them, without exception, reflect the very best of our profession, and despite the rigors of law school, they generously serve and support the community as well. I encourage you to look at the program tonight and look at their personal profiles to learn more about each of our scholars. We are also very proud to recognize our distinguished honorees, Martha Escutia, Jaime Herrin, and Houston and Hennigan LLP, as well as our Master of Ceremonies, Mauricio Mendoza, for the important, critical roles that they have played in the community, for the support that they have given to the foundation and the students, and for supporting the image, professional achievement, and accomplishment of Latinos throughout the community. They're doing very good work. I know you will enjoy hearing from these distinguished individuals tonight. Finally, we would like to thank our donors. Our success would not be possible without the extraordinary support we have received from many generous sponsors this year, from law firms to corporate legal departments, foundations, individuals. Everybody has come together tonight to support on an exceptional level these law students. There's too many sponsors to thank everybody individually, but on behalf of the entire board, I want to express our sincere and profound thanks to each of you. You're making a difference in the future. I would like to also thank my fellow trustees for generously giving both financially, as well as their time, blood, sweat, and tears to supporting the mission of the foundation. And finally, last but not least, a special thanks to our virtual producers, Patty Higuera and Richard Sandoval, who worked so hard to make this presentation tonight a success. We hope you enjoy the celebration tonight. We are grateful for your participation and have a lovely evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nina, for your leadership and inspiring words. I have one announcement before we begin our next presentation. As you know, our sponsors have been incredibly generous, but our work is not finished. We want everyone watching to join them, and fortunately, there is an opportunity to help. If we raise another $10,000 this evening, you will help us kick off the first scholarship of our 31st year. We're accepting donations directly from your phones. In fact, everybody do this for me right now. Take out your phones right now. I'm waiting. yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Text the word Feliz to the number 41444, and that will take you directly to our donation page. At this time, we will hear from a past scholarship recipient. A two-time scholarship recipient, she received the scholarships in 2004 and 2005. To introduce her is her good friend, Mrs. Elizabeth P. Uribe, attorney at law.
My name is Elizabeth Uribe, and it is my honor to introduce my very dear friend, Gladys Uribe, this year's MABIF Distinguished Alumnus Speaker. I first met Gladys when we were both young immigration attorneys working at the same immigration law firm. We subsequently served on the board of the Mexican American Bar Association, where she served as vice president of the organization in 2013. What struck me about Gladys is her commitment to being an immigrant rights advocate. She will never hesitate to help organize legal fairs or to recruit volunteers for successful events. Much of this comes from Gladys's own experiences navigating the treacherous immigration laws of this country, as many of her own family members have been impacted by these unfair and unjust laws. As she has told me many times, doing this line of work is not abstract for her. It is very real and very personal. Recently, Gladys was one of 5 immigration attorneys featured in the award-winning documentary Status Pending. In addition to being a board member of MABA in the past, Gladys has also been a board member of the Latina Lawyers Bar Association. She currently serves on the board of the Dunn School and is also on the advisory committee of the Immigrant Resource Center of the San Gabriel Valley. Gladys always mentors young attorneys and law students, and it is to no surprise that she has been selected as this year's speaker.
My mom has been a housekeeper for many years. Growing up, I accompanied her to work. I would pack books and snacks, and I watched as she swept floors and scrubbed toilets. When I started having spelling tests in school, my mom would quiz me before the big day. If I got a word wrong, I blamed it on her English pronunciation. So we had to make a deal. I would teach her how to pronounce the words, and she would help me prepare for the test. Thus began our educational partnership. When those scholastic book order forms started coming, she gave me $20 to spend on books each time. I became a voracious reader, and I took books with me everywhere that I went. My mother immigrated to the United States in her early teens. She was determined that her daughters would have all the opportunities she didn't have. Growing up, she never asked if I was going to college. She asked me which college I was going to. When I wanted to play soccer and my family members opined that girls should not play sports, Patricia Uribe quickly enrolled me in every group sport she could find. Turns out, I was a terrible athlete. When I was offered a scholarship to a prestigious private high school and I wanted to turn it down, she put her foot down. When I wanted to go to college on the East Coast and my dad refused to let me go, we waged a months-long campaign to convince him, and we won. He never really stood a chance. When I got into the UCLA School of Law, I worried that we could not afford it. My mom told me not to worry about it and that somehow we would find a way. Throughout the time that I was in law school, my mom took on extra houses to help me pay for school. As the daughter of Mexican immigrants and as someone who to this day has undocumented family members, I grew up acutely aware of the indignities undocumented people face, and I always wanted to practice immigration law. In my law school admissions exam, I wrote about being a product of the San Ynez Valley and Mexican immigrant community. I wrote about wanting to return home to provide immigration legal services in the community I was raised in. I remember when Dolores Leal and Tomás Olmos interviewed me for my first MABAF scholarship. I told them that my education didn't belong to me alone. It belonged to my community, and I pledged to share that resource. I was a MABAF scholarship recipient in 2004 and 2005. MABAF became so much more than just a source of financial support. I met my former employer and mentor, Enrique Arevalo, at a MABAF gala dinner. I hounded him until he hired me to work at his office in 2007. Dolores and Tomás also became mentors and friends. Thank you, MABAF, for investing in me and believing in me. When I passed the bar, my first phone call was to my parents. Between tears, I told my mom that this accomplishment was our accomplishment, un logro familiar. 15 years into my career as an immigration attorney, I am proud that I am doing exactly what I said I would. I have offices in the San Ynez Valley and Culver City, and it is the honor of my life that immigrants trust me to represent them during their most difficult moments. Thank you.
Thank you, gracias, Gladys. Let's give her a round of applause. And now we turn to the reason that we are here, awarding scholarships to outstanding law students. And now to introduce our scholars. The scholars we are presenting make up an incredibly talented group. They were chosen on the basis of outstanding academic achievement, demonstrated commitment to community service, hardships overcome, leadership qualities, and financial need. Eligibility is limited to students in good standing who are attending law schools accredited by the American Bar Association in Los Angeles and Orange counties. The scholarship committee, co-chaired by Judge Shelley Torrealba and Maria Ramirez, received numerous applications and personally interviewed over 80 candidates. In the end, they recommended awarding scholarship to 35 law students. First, we will present the scholarship named after special relationships with the Mexican American Bar Foundation.
I'm Dr. Mercy Willard, Executive Director of the USC Latino Alumni Association. And for several years, we've partnered with MABF to fund and award a scholarship to a deserving law student attending the USC Gould School of Law. I'm pleased to share that the 2021 USC Latino Alumni Association Scholar is Kelly Larios Rodenso, a second-year law student at Gould School of Law. Kelly was born in Oakland to a large Salvadoran family. As a child, Kelly moved frequently and lived in El Salvador between 2007 and 2011 due to issues with her mother's immigration status. Although she planned on becoming a teacher, she was encouraged to pursue law by her pre-law advisor at her undergraduate university. Kelly served as president of the Gould School of Law Latinx Law Student Association in 2020 and was an active member of numerous other organizations at Gould. Kelly aspires to work in intellectual property and will be summering at Donaldson and Califf. Congratulations, Kelly.
My name is Steven Espinoza, and I am a Loyola Law School alum. I am also one of the very first scholarship recipients of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. In fact, I was a two-time scholar back in 1994 and 1995. In recent years, the foundation, along with their office, has created the Steven Espinoza Immigration Scholarship to reward those students who would like to pursue a career in immigration law. I am pleased to announce that for the fourth consecutive year, the foundation, our office, will be awarding this special scholarship to a very rewarding student. His name is Jaime Jimenez. Jaime is the class of 2022 at Loyola Law School. Jaime has always had a drive to fight social injustice. His passion was instilled by his parents from Jalisco, Mexico. Jaime followed his dream of becoming an air traffic controller at Long Beach, and then he decided to enroll at Loyola Law School to fight the injustice and the rhetoric, anti-immigrant rhetoric by Donald Trump. At Loyola, Jaime has become a member of the La Raza organization. He's part of the Immigration Law Society, and he's also committed to working for the Immigration Justice Clinic. All this while he was working full-time. Jaime's passion and motivation comes from both his young children. We are so proud of Jaime and we wish him well. Hola, yo soy el abogado Steven Espinosa. Soy un exalumno de la Escuela de Leyes del Derecho de Loyola. Y también soy uno de los primeros estudiantes que recibió la beca de la Fundación Mexicana de la Barra de Abogados en 94 y 95. Con mucho orgullo, hoy estamos presentando una nueva beca a un estudiante que lo merece. Y ese estudiante se llama Jaime Jiménez. Jaime es de la clase 2022 de Loyola y él también quiere ser y estudiar como abogado de inmigración.
Buenas noches. I am Mayra Ramirez, and I am the president of the Latino Prosecutors Foundation. I have been a prosecutor at the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office for the past 6 years. I am pleased to announce that for the 13th year in a row, MABEF has partnered up with the Latino Prosecutors Foundation and the Latino Prosecutors Association to fund and award a scholarship to a law student that's interested in pursuing a career as a prosecutor. This year's 2021 Latino Prosecutors Foundation scholarship recipient is Chelsea Zaragoza of Southwestern Law School, class of 2022. Chelsea is a first-generation law student, a daughter of immigrants, and a veteran. Chelsea graduated from California State University Northridge with a BA in sociology and a concentration in criminology and criminal justice. Now, as a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School, Chelsea is co-president Latino Law Students Association and is a peer mentor for various organizations. During law school, Chelsea externed for the Honorable Andre Barat Jr., clerked for the U.S. Attorney's Office, and participated in Southwestern's Community Legal Clinic. Currently, Chelsea is a certified law clerk at the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office, Compton Branch. Congratulations, Chelsea. We are really proud of you.
Next, we spotlight our platinum sponsors, law firms and corporations that each donated at least $10,000 to support this event. Their generosity is much appreciated.
Hello, my name is Marissa Ramon Griffith, and I am a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and a partner based in the Los Angeles office of Aiken Gump. Aiken Gump is excited to once again partner with MABEF in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education, because we value a diverse and inclusive world, and we understand that attorneys with different perspectives and experiences are catalysts for creative solutions. This year's Aiken Gump Scholar is Sofia Dominguez Heithoff, who will graduate with the class of 2023 from the USC Gould School of Law. Sophia's family's immigrant experience inspired her to become a lawyer, and her internship at the United Nations through the U.S. Department of State strengthened her passion for human rights. Accordingly, Sophia seeks to work in international law and policy. She was raised in Kansas City, Missouri, and graduated with a BA in political science from the University of Kansas. At USC, Sophia is the president of the Latinx Law Students Association, a USC Gould Honors Scholar, and a Public Interest Scholar. This summer, Sophia is externing in the National Security Division of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Central District of California. Congratulations, Sophia. We are so proud of you.
My name is Ana de Santiago Ayon. I'm a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and an associate at Latham & Watkins. At Latham & Watkins, we are deeply committed to advancing diversity, inclusion, and equity in the legal profession. That's why we are proud to support MABEF in its shared mission of enhancing the diversity of the profession through education. This year, in collaboration with MABEF, we are excited to award a scholarship to an amazing student. The 2021 Latham & Watkins Scholar is Ramona G. Sandoval from Loyola Law School. As the oldest of 6, Ramona moved from Colorado to Los Angeles in pursuit of her dreams to become a lawyer and help support her family. She was accepted to the student worker program at LMU, where she worked for the Solid Waste and Recycling Department and the Center for Service and Action to pay tuition. As a rising 3L, Ramona is one of the acting presidents of La Raza de Loyola, a LEAP mentor, and a MABA co-vice chair. She has externed for the Loyola Project for the Innocent, the United States Bankruptcy Court Central District of California, and more. Once again, congratulations to Ramona. We are very proud of all your hard work.
Good evening. My name is Marisol Ramirez, and I am a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and an associate at Sidley Austin LLP. We are excited to partner with MABA in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education, because as advocates for a more equitable society, we are dedicated to supporting and investing in opportunities that celebrate the achievements, history, and culture of diverse communities. I'm happy to announce that this year's Sidley Austin Scholar is Sandra K. Guzman, a first-year law student at UC Irvine School of Law. Sandra's commitment to becoming a lawyer stemmed from her experience navigating the immigration system. As a formerly undocumented immigrant from a low-income family, the first to attend college and pursue a law degree, Sandra is devoted to a career in public service. Sandra graduated from University of California at Berkeley with a bachelor's degree in sociology. In 2016, she accepted a fellowship with the Immigrant Justice Corps and moved to New York City. As an IJC fellow, Sandra represented low-income immigrants in their immigration proceedings at Bronx Legal Services. During her 1L year at UC Irvine School of Law, Sandra volunteered for the Permanency Project for Victims of Crime and served as the Latinx Law Student Association 1L representative. As a 2L, Sandra will continue her pledge to advance the Latinx community's interest as co-chair for LALSA. In addition, for her first summer, Sandra will extern for the Honorable Andre Barat Jr. as part of the Mexican American Bar Association Federal Judicial Externship Program. Congratulations, Sandra. We look forward to all of your success.
Hi, everyone. My name is Brandon Martinez, and I'm an attorney with the Los Angeles office of Munger, Tolles & Olson. We at MTO are thrilled to partner with the MABF in its mission of enhancing the diversity of the legal profession through education, because we believe that increasing our representation in the profession betters not only our community, but the clients we serve. This year's Munger, Tolles & Olson LLP Scholar is Cindy Ventura, class of 2023 at the University of California, Irvine School of Law. The daughter of Salvadoran immigrants, Cindy grew up in Linwood, California. She graduated cum laude with a BA in public health from UC Irvine. Before law school, Cindy served as a public health scholar at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, where she furthered her understanding of health disparities within marginalized communities and was inspired to become the best attorney and advocate for those communities. As an incoming 2L, Cindy will serve as co-chair for the Latino Law Student Association at UCI Law. And this summer, Cindy will be a law clerk at the California Department of Justice, Office of the Attorney General. We are so proud of Cindy, and we cannot wait for her to join the bar and our profession.
Hello, my name is Nina Hernandez. I'm a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and Associate General Counsel of Snap Inc.'s New Zealand subsidiary. As a past MABF scholarship recipient myself, I know how important this work is, and I'm thrilled to partner with the foundation on its mission to enhance diversity in the legal field through education. I'm pleased to announce that this year's Maria G. Rodriguez Scholarship recipient is Diana Lopez Lira. Diana will graduate from USC's Gould School of Law, class of 2022. She is a first-generation college student and the proud daughter of an immigrant single mother. She's involved in the Student Tax Clinic, the Latino Law Student Association, the Women's Law Association, the Labor and Employment Law Association, and she currently is an associate at Norton Rose Fulbright. She hopes to increase minority representation in the legal field. We're so proud of Diana and wish her all the best. Thank you.
I'm Rob Banuelos, president of Ramona's Food Group. Here at Ramona's, we believe in the MABF's mission to enhance the diversity of legal profession through education. Because when I was growing up, my grandmother taught me that education is the most important asset that we have. This year, in collaboration with the MABF, we're excited to award a scholarship to an exceptional Latino law student. The 2021 Ramona's Food Group Scholar is Gala Corina Young from Pepperdine Caruso School of Law. Gala will graduate with the class of 2022. Gala was raised in a hardworking Mexican-American household. She studied political science and Chicano studies at UC Irvine. Through her internships at a caregiver union and for a member of Congress, she was further inspired to attend law school. As a third-year law student at Pepperdine, she is the National Latinx Law Student Association Social Media Chair and past president, National Lawyers Guild Vice President, and MABA Vice Chair for Pepperdine. She has continued her commitment to serving her community by clerking with the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office, and this summer she is interning with the Los Angeles County Council in their Labor and Employment Division. Congratulations, Carla. We're very proud of all your hard work.
Good evening. My name is Eduardo Martorell, and I am the Vice President of Fundraising and Gala Chair for the Mexican American Bar Foundation. This year, the Los Angeles Dodgers have partnered with the MABF to award a scholarship to an amazing Latino law student, and I am honored to present this scholar to you tonight. The LA Dodgers scholar is Stephanie Sandoval from Loyola Law School, class of 2022. Stephanie was born in Tijuana, Mexico. She moved to San Diego when she was 13 years of age, and her passion for practicing law derives from her family's struggles in the pursuit of legal immigration status. As a rising third-year law student, Stephanie served on the executive board for La Raza de Loyola, the National Lawyers Guild, and previously externed for a federal judge. This year, she will be an editor for the Loyola of Los Angeles Law Review and volunteer with the Loyola Immigration Justice Clinic. She is spending the summer employed as a summer associate at the law firm of Hogan Lovells. Stephanie strives to empower young Latinos and Latinas as a mentor and active advocate. Stephanie, here's to you hitting a lot of home runs.
Good evening. My name is Patty Higuera. I am a two-time scholarship recipient of the MABF, a former trustee, now the Gala director of this amazing organization, and an alumna of the University of Southern California. I am pleased to announce that my alma mater, USC, has partnered with the MABF this year to award a scholarship to a very deserving Latino law student. This year, the USC scholar is Christopher Pineda from the USC Gould School of Law, class of 2022. This will be Christopher's second time receiving a scholarship from the MABF. Christopher grew up in an often crowded, but always cozy Salvadorian household in South Los Angeles. In 2016, he earned a degree in public policy and American institutions from Brown University. Currently, Chris is a rising 3L at USC Gould School of Law, where he has served as co-president of the First Generation Professionals Group and as a member of the Latino Law Students Association. Additionally, Chris has completed internships with the Entertainment, Technology, and Advertising Group at Shepherd Mullen, as well as HBO. Currently, Chris is a 2021 Summer Associate with the Corporate Group at Reed Smith. Congratulations on your award, Christopher, and on being a two-time recipient.
Tonight's co-sponsors are law firms and corporations that each donated at least $15,000 to support this event. Again, their generosity is greatly appreciated.
For the last 50 years, Altamed Health Services Corporation has focused on providing high-quality health and human services. For the last year and a half, Altamed has focused on providing appropriate access to COVID testing and vaccinations to Latino communities and African American communities in our existing service area. We recognize that there are other disparities in other sectors of our society, including higher education and the law. We are also very grateful to our Senior Vice President and General Counsel, Henry Holguin, that for the past 25 years has given us all of his commitment. Henry is retiring from Altamed this month, but remains a trustee. This year, we are pleased to award scholarships to 2 exceptional law students. The 2021 Enrique Catherine Holguin Altamed Health Services Scholars are Arturo Garcia and Carlos Lamberto Valenzuela, both students from Southwestern Law who will be graduating in 2020. Arturo Garcia was born in Riverside to immigrant parents from Jalisco. He's the first in his family to pursue a law degree. Arturo has been working since age 14 and worked full-time while attending community college to support his son. He is passionate about labor and employment law because he knows that all employees are entitled to respect. This summer, he will be working as the in-house law clerk at Kemp Corporation. Carlos Lamberto Valenzuela, who was raised in Compton, is a first-generation Latino and the first in his family to pursue a graduate degree. He placed as a semifinalist and won the best team at the 45th Annual Robert F. Warner Senior Labor and Employment Law Competition. He served at the Moot Court Chair, and now he is the Alumni Chair for the Latino Law Student Association. Carlos will return to Best and Quicker as a summer associate. Congratulations to Arturo and Carlos. We are very proud of your success.
I'm Art Ochoa, Senior Vice President of Advancement and Chief Advancement Officer at Cedars-Sinai, and an honorary trustee of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. For the past few years, Cedars-Sinai has partnered with MABF to award scholarships to some amazing Latino law students. This year, we are thrilled to recognize 2 exceptional scholars, Elisa Tilayatsi of Loyola Law School class of 2023, and Maria Gudiel of Loyola Law School class of 2024. Elisa Tilayatsi is a proud daughter of Mexican immigrant parents and a first-generation college graduate with a BA from UC Irvine. Before starting law school, Elisa served as a legal assistant in post-criminal conviction relief work. She is now a rising 2L at Loyola Law School, where she is co-admission and retention chair for La Raza de Loyola and a member of the Public Interest Law Foundation. This summer, Elisa is externing for the Honorable Jesus G. Bernal as part of MABA's Judicial Externship Program. Maria Gudiel is a proud daughter of hardworking, naturalized Mexican immigrants. As the first person in her family to pursue a college degree, she earned her BS in chemistry from Cal Poly Pomona. When she lost her younger sister to domestic violence a few years ago, Maria entered the legal arena and became a court-appointed special advocate for foster youth. Today, Maria has a decade of experience in FDA-regulated industries, and she is a second-year evening student at Loyola Law School. She's a member of La Raza de Loyola and a legal writing research assistant for Professor Bakshin. Cedars-Sinai is so proud to congratulate this year's Cedars-Sinai scholars, and we are delighted to congratulate the Mexican American Bar Foundation on its 30th anniversary. Here's to the next 30 years.
Good evening. My name is Michael Montoya, and I'm a trustee with the Mexican American Bar Foundation and Vice President, Chief Ethics Compliance Officer for Edison International and Southern California Edison. Edison International is one of the largest corporate charitable contributors in Southern California. Last year, shareholders invested $22 million to help communities tackle tough issues such as improving air quality, preparing the most vulnerable for emergencies, and creating access for students by investing in educational resources and scholarships. Edison believes in the Foundation's mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education because representation matters. Diversity is not only a concept that Edison supports, but embraces as a commitment, as recently highlighted in our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion report, where we proudly share that our workforce is overwhelmingly diverse, with nearly 70% being female and ethnically diverse. Leading the transformation of the electric power industry toward a clean energy future relies on the diversity of our team and a society that enables all people to thrive. Speaking of thriving, it is my pleasure to introduce this year's Edison International Scholars two very impressive women. They are Laura Carter from Southwestern Law School and Marisol Dominguez Ruiz from Loyola Law School. Laura is a Black and Mexican-American woman, first-year law student in the part-time program at Southwestern. She serves on the inaugural Mass Incarceration Awareness Law Society Board. She is active in both the Latino Law and Black Law Students Associations. Laura earned her undergraduate degree from UC Riverside and is an aspiring public interest attorney. Laura is a full-time paralegal for the Los Angeles Superior Court Self-Help Center and is the proud mother of a 6-year-old. Marisol, who was born in Mexico City, is the first in her family to pursue a higher education. She earned her undergraduate degree from UC Berkeley and plans to utilize her law degree to advocate on behalf of people with disabilities. Marisol, a second-year law student at Loyola, is a member of La Raza de Loyola, a mentor for the Young Lawyers Program, and is involved in the Collateral Consequences of Convictions Justice Program. Marisol is externing this summer for the Honorable Fernando M. Olguin as part of the Mexican-American Bar Association's Federal Judicial Externship Program. Please join me in congratulating Laura and Marisol as this year's Edison International Scholars. All of us at MABF, along with your families, are extremely proud of you.
Hi, my name is Miguel Loza, and I am an of-counsel with the firm of Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher and a trustee for the Mexican American Bar Foundation. At Gibson Dunn, we strongly believe in the Foundation's mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. And we strive every single day to change the profession, our country, and our world in positive and meaningful ways. We recognize the incredible power of legal education and are excited to partner with the Foundation in its 30th year to celebrate our honorees and our scholarship recipients. This year, in collaboration with the Foundation, we are proud to award scholarships to 2 exceptional Latinx law students. The 2021 Gibson, Dunn & Crutcher Scholars are Andy de la Cruz from Southwestern Law School and Mariana Ortega from Loyola Law School. Both are part of the class of 2022. Andy is a rising third-year, first-generation law student at Southwestern. His parents came to the United States as teenage immigrants from Mexico. At Southwestern, Andy is a co-president of the Latino Law Students Association, a senior writing fellow at the Writing Center, and associate editor for the Southwestern Law Review. Andy has externed for Chief Judge Philip S. Gutierrez of the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, and for Associate Justice Sabrina S. McKenna of the Hawaii Supreme Court. This summer, Andy is working as a law clerk at the civil defense firm Yoka & Smith. Andy hopes to work in civil litigation after graduation and to continue volunteering with nonprofits and clinics to help the vulnerable and indigent communities around him. One of his biggest goals is to contribute his time and efforts to helping more Latinx students pursue careers in law. Mariana was born and raised in South Los Angeles. She developed an interest in law as an undergraduate student at UCLA while working at the UCLA Labor Center. There, she worked closely with garment and domestic workers who were similar backgrounds as herself. Mariana was a Munger, Tolles & Olson 2018 Fellow. She plans to pursue a career in indigent defense. Mariana has externed with the Los Angeles County Public Defender, the California DOJ Office of the Attorney General, and will be a certified law student with the Juvenile Justice Clinic at Loyola Law School beginning this fall. Congratulations to Andy and Mariana. We are super proud of you, and we know you'll go far.
Greetings, everyone. I am Paulette Brown, Senior Partner and Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer at Locke Lord LLP. At Locke Lord, we are proud to join forces with the Mexican American Bar Foundation, MABF, and their mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. Because unfortunately, the legal profession remains one of the least diverse of all comparable professions. We know in order for there to be confidence in the legal and justice system, our profession must be representative of all demographics. Ensuring that we have a pipeline to our profession is one way of doing that. On behalf of Locke Lord, we would like to commend our very own Nina Huerta, Managing Partner of the LA office and co-chair of our Board of Directors for serving as president of this wonderful organization. Nina, I'm proud to call you my partner. And now to the fun part. This year, Locke Lord is honored to present scholarships to 2 outstanding Latino law students. It is a privilege for me to introduce this year's Locke Lord LLP scholars. First, Julieta Hernandez, who is from UCLA School of Law, and Victoria Bonds from Loyola School of Law. So excited for both of you. They will both graduate from their respective law schools with the class of 2022. First, I'll start with Julieta Hernandez. She was born and raised in Long Beach, California. During her undergraduate years at California State University, Long Beach, she was the co-president of the Chicano Latino Studies Student Association, served as the captain of the CSULB moot court team, and took on a judicial apprenticeship, igniting her passion for legal advocacy. During the past year at UCLA Law, she has worked part-time for a plaintiff side employment law firm, which I will forgive her for. She will also be working for SAG after during her 2L summer year as a Vicki Lynn Shapiro Scholar, continuing her work in employment and labor law. And Juanita, you should know that that is my area of practice and that of the practice of Nina Huerta. Now, next scholar is Victoria Bonds, and she's a fourth-year part-time student at Loyola School and was raised in Ventura, California. Her commitment to civil rights impact litigation started when she saw the need for social change to immigration laws, working as a paralegal. Since then, Victoria has interned for several civil rights impact litigation organizations, including the ACLU of Southern California and Public Counsel. She is the co-chair of Loyola's ACLU Club and Public Interest Law Foundation. Victoria won second place for her best oral advocate at the HNBA National Moot Court Competition. Go Victoria. Victoria is also the chief technical editor for Loyola's Entertainment Law Review. I'd like to offer my sincerest congratulations to both of these scholars. We are so very proud of you, and I know our profession is in good hands with both of you, and I look forward to 2022 when I can officially welcome you as a colleague in our most notable profession. Thank you so very much.
Good evening. My name is Jaime Rodriguez, and I am Vice President of Business and Legal Affairs at NBC Universal. Comcast and NBC Universal are excited to once again partner with the Mexican American Bar Foundation in its mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education. Because at our company, diversity, equity, and inclusion are top priorities. I'm very happy to announce that this year's Comcast NBC Universal Telemundo Entertainment Law Scholars are Abraham Rios Gomez and Jacob Urucaba, both students at Loyola Law School. Now a little more about Abraham. Abraham is a third-year evening student at Loyola and grew up in El Monte, California. As a child of Mexican immigrants, he is a first-generation college graduate and earned his BA in Political Science from UC Berkeley. Go Bears. Abraham decided to attend law school to continue to challenge himself professionally, while also gaining knowledge and resources to help his community. At Loyola, he is involved with La Raza de Loyola, the St. Thomas More Law Honor Society, and the Legal Education Access Pipeline. This past summer, Abraham was a summer associate at Pillsbury, Winthrop, Shaw, and Pittman. Now a little more about Jacob. Jacob was raised by Mexican immigrant parents. As a first-generation college graduate, he majored in philosophy and sociology at UCSB, where he participated in eco-focused community projects. He was interested in business law, deriving from his parents' self-starting initiative, with a focus on addressing environmental issues. During 1L summer, Jacob externed for the Honorable Ernest M. Robles and was a research assistant to Professor Catherine Pratt. This fall, he will extern for the Honorable Victoria S. Kaufman. He hopes to increase representation in the field of law by mentoring Latino youth. Congratulations to both lawyers. We applaud all of your hard work.
I'm Victor Dela Cruz, a partner with Manat Phelps & Phillips, and a trustee of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. Here at Manat, we firmly believe in the Foundation's mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education, because shifting the paradigm of inclusivity starts long before lawyers earn their JDs. Manat is determined to continue working toward building a more inclusive professional services community. It's not only the right thing to do, but it enhances everything that we do. This year, in collaboration with the Mexican American Bar Foundation, we are excited to award scholarships to two exceptional Latino law students. The 2021 Manat Phelps and Phillips Scholars are Eileen Gonzalez from UCLA School of Law and Clara Perez from Loyola Law School. Eileen and Clara will both graduate with the class of 2022. Eileen was raised in a working-class immigrant community in the San Fernando Valley. While aware of persistent economic hardship and social immobility around her, she developed a strong sense of community and cultural appreciation. This fueled her commitment to become a lawyer in order to use employment and labor protections to address access to justice issues and empower her community. As a rising 3L at UCLA School of Law, Eileen is in the Critical Race Studies program and is co-chair of the Latinx Law Students Association. This summer, she is clerking for a Los Angeles-based plaintiff-side employment law firm. Clara Perez grew up in East Los Angeles, California. She earned her BA in Sociology and English from UC Santa Barbara. Before attending Loyola Law School, Clara worked as a legal assistant at an immigration law office, helping clients navigate the immigration system, and Clara also volunteered as a teacher in Guatemala for a year. During law school, Clara served on the board for La Raza de Loyola, and Clara is also a certified law student, working in the Juvenile Justice Clinic, representing children in delinquency court. This summer, Clara will be working for the Los Angeles County Public Defender's Office. Congratulations, Eileen and Clara. We look forward to the day you become fellow members of the California Bar.
Good evening y bienvenidos. My name is Jesse Howdigi, and I am the Vice President of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. On behalf of our co-sponsor, the Amundsen Foundation, I'm pleased to present this year's Amundsen Foundation Scholars. Before I do so, I would like to thank our honorary trustee and friend, Stephen Islas, former corporate vice president and general counsel with Northrop Grumman Corporation and a trustee with the Amundsen Foundation. Because of the Amundsen Foundation's commitment to our community, the Bar Foundation is able to award scholarships to two Latino law students. The 2021 Amundsen Foundation scholars are Gabriela Perez from Loyola Law School. This is Gabriela's second time receiving an award, and Isamar Negrete from Southwestern Law School. Gabriela Perez grew up in the border cities of Calexico and Mexicali, Mexico, with a Cachanilla. This international experience is a significant reason why she chose to pursue education. She earned a BA in political science from the University of California at Los Angeles. Now a rising 3L at Loyola Law School, she is involved in extracurricular and academic activities. She is co-president of La Raza de Loyola and serves as co-advocacy chair for Outlaw and is a Woman in Entertainment Law member. Additionally, she is a note and comment editor for the Entertainment Law Review and a Loyola Scott Moot Court Honors Board member. Last summer, she had the opportunity to extern for a federal judge in the Southern District of California. And this summer, she has begun an internship at NBC Universal. Isamar Negrete is a first-generation college graduate with a BS in finance. She is committed to opening doors for Latinx students in historically underrepresented areas of the law, such as entertainment and intellectual property. Isamar placed as a quarterfinalist at the negotiation intramural competition. At Southwestern, Isamar will serve as historian to the Latino Law Student, secretary to the Bison a cappella group, ABA representative to the Student Bar Association, and vice president of the Video Game Law Society. This summer, she will work on an entertainment and employment matters at Mosley and Associates. Congratulations to this year's Amundsen Foundation scholars, and a big thank you to Stephen Islas and the Amundsen Foundation.
Finally, our presenting partners donated at least $35,000 to support this event. Thank you to Houston Hennigan LLP and the Mexican American Bar Foundation Endowment Fund for their generous support.
Good evening y bienvenidos. I am Jesse Jauregui, Vice President of the Mexican American Bar Foundation. The endowment fund was created in 2015 for the purpose of promoting and serving the foundation's core mission, the awarding of scholarships to qualified Latino law students by providing a stable source of perpetual support. This year, the endowment will award approximately $34,000 to the foundation's scholarship fund, the largest gift in the endowment's history. The endowment, of course, would not exist without the generosity of our sponsors, selflessly supporting the mission of this foundation since 1991. They are listed on our website and deserve our thanks. Foundation's endowment fund has the privilege of awarding 4 scholarships this year. I'm delighted to announce the 2021 endowment fund scholars are the following students, all from Southwestern Law School: Fabiola Martinez, Joanna Calderon, Julissa Maite Colindres, and Laura Ayon. Fabiola Martinez is a first-generation law student. She attended UC Berkeley for undergrad, where she majored in psychology. Fabiola worked at a public interest organization in San Francisco for 2 years prior to law school. Last summer, Fabiola worked with low-income clients, helping them with their respective family law cases. This summer, she is a Peggy Browning Fellow at the Washington Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights and Urban Affairs, where she is assisting workers with a variety of employment law matters. After law school, Fabiola hopes to continue advocating for underserved communities. Joanna Calderon is a first-generation Latina, born and raised in Los Angeles. She is the first in her family to pursue a graduate degree and complete her bachelor's in psychology at CSUF. She plans to practice immigration law. Joanna is president of the International Law Society, co-president of the Immigration Law Students Association. She has externed at Esperanza Immigration Rights Project and participated in the immigration law. Next is Julissa Maite Colindres. Julissa wanted to be a lawyer and always wanted to be a lawyer. Born to undocumented Salvadoran immigrants, Julissa witnessed firsthand the difficulty her family and community faced in accessing legal representation. After graduating from UCSB in 2018 with a BA in political science and Chicanx studies, Julissa began working closely with people experiencing homelessness and once again witnessed the repercussions of the lack of adequate legal representation. This summer, Julissa is working with the Inner City Law Center's Tenant Defense Project. Lastly, Laura Ayon. Laura was born in Michoacán and immigrated to the U.S. at 8 years old. She is the first in her family to pursue a college education, graduating from UC Berkeley in 2017. Her goal of becoming an immigration attorney stems from her experience as an immigrant. She is social chair of the Latino Law Students Association at Southwestern Law School and also volunteers for the Access to Asylum Project, assisting pro se respondents with asylum applications. This summer, she continues to volunteer and will be a law clerk for the offices of Manuel M. Felix. On behalf of my fellow trustees, please join me in congratulating these 4 outstanding scholars for earning this scholarship and for all they have achieved today.
My name is John Houston, and I am a partner with Houston Hennigan LLP. For the last 30 years, the Mexican American Bar Foundation has been on a mission to enhance the diversity of the legal profession through education, and we are happy to join their efforts. This year, Houston Hennigan has partnered with the Mexican American Bar Foundation to award scholarships to 4 deserving law students. The Houston Hennigan LLP scholars are Selena Estrada Villela from Loyola Law School, Melissa Segarra from UCLA School of Law, Stephanie Marie Thackeray Rodriguez from Southwestern Law School, and Carrie Cruz Van Sinden from Southwestern Law School. Let me tell you a little more about our 4 recipients. Selena is a third-year evening student at Loyola Law School with a concentration in public interest law. She is a first-generation law student and daughter of immigrant parents from Mexico and Guatemala. She has a bachelor's degree and master's degree in social welfare from UCLA, and since 2015, she's been a social worker with Child Protective Services and has continued to work throughout law school while externing with public interest organizations such as the Western Clinic on Law and Poverty and Public Counsel. This fall, she is looking forward to joining Loyola's Juvenile Justice Clinic as a clinical student. And now Melissa. She is a rising 2L law student at UCLA School of Law, where she is enrolled in the Critical Race Studies and Public Interest Law and Policy programs. She decided to pursue a law degree after working with an immigrant rights group in Indiana and later as a humanitarian aid worker in Calais, France. Prior to law school, she served as a fellow with Al Otro Lado Border Rights Project in Tijuana, Mexico, where she helped asylum seekers in the Remain in Mexico program. While at UCLA Law, Melissa has been involved in various immigrants and workers' rights initiatives. And more about Stephanie. Stephanie Thackeray is the daughter of Salvadorian immigrants. Originally from Florida, she earned her BS in International Affairs and Criminology at the Florida State University. She will be the first attorney in her family to attend law school. At Southwestern, she placed as a quarterfinalist for the Moot Court Intramural competition. As a 1L student, she volunteered with the Access to Asylum Project and Betzedek Workers' Rights Clinic. For the upcoming year, she will serve as the academic chair for the Latino Law Students Association and as co-chair for the National Lawyers Guild. She wants to increase Latino representation in the legal profession as her overall goal. And now, last but not least, more about Carrie. Carrie is the daughter of a proud Salvadoran immigrant and was raised in Long Beach. She obtained her BA from the University of California, Irvine, and her MPA from California State University, Northridge. She currently works as a senior paralegal for LAUSD while she attends Southwestern Law School's evening program and recently received awards for Best Brief Writer and Semifinalist Advocate in the Trial Advocacy Competition. This year, Carrie is the co-vice president of the Latino Law Students Association, and she hopes to continue working with LAUSD as an attorney, representing and inspiring the Latino students she serves. Congratulations to these future lawyers. We applaud all your hard work and wish you much success.
Congratulations to all this year's scholars. Once again, we are reminding you that we're accepting donations as we speak to help us support the Foundation's efforts of increasing the representation of Latinos in the legal profession. Each year, the Foundation recognizes outstanding individuals and corporate leaders who have made important contributions to the advancement of our community in general and Latinos in particular. We celebrate their contributions and thank them for opening the doors of opportunity for the next generation. This year, the Mexican American Bar Foundation is acknowledging outstanding efforts in 3 categories: professional achievement, pioneer for justice, and the American dream. To present the Professional Achievement Award are 3 of her colleagues who are former California State Assembly speakers: Antonio Villarrigosa, Fabián Núñez, and John A. Perez.
The one thing that describes, I think, Martha is, she's definitely a force of nature, without any question. But there was one time where she was, I think it was on the assembly floor, and it was her first or second bill that she was presenting. And there was a colleague, I think it was a Republican colleague, Anglo male, who said, Assembly member Scutia or Scutia. And she was like, excuse me, sir, the name is Escutia, and don't you forget it. It was a way of her to say, you know what? I have My parents worked so hard for me to get here. I worked so hard for me to get here. I'm here. I'm an equal to you. And now you're going to respect me and you're going to call me by my name. And I think that there's something so powerful about her place and how comfortable she felt in the role. Like you said, whether she was in the assembly, whether she was in the Senate, whether she was the chair of judiciary, the utilities committee, transportation and utilities committee in the Senate. I mean, Martha, always understood her place, held her ground tight. And I really think that she was a force to reckon with, but at a time when women's rights were not where they are today. So she was definitely a trailblazer, no question about it.
But, you talked about her parents. It's also her grandparents that she had this amazing relationship with that played such an amazing role in helping her raise her. Like us, she didn't come from generational wealth, but she created generational pride. The pride that her grandparents had in seeing what she achieved, the pride that her kids have in seeing all that she's achieved, so much more important, so much more impactful than people could ever imagine.
Well, and I think also, and I love that phrasing that you did, John, also generational opportunity. She's understood that to whom much is given, much is expected, and has opened up the door. And then on a lighter note, let me just say, siempre nos regañaba. A todo, man, she always got all of the guys sometimes who, sometimes act out and nos jalaba de las orejas. No, she's a force of nature in many respects.
I don't know about you. I mean, everybody, always refers to you when you're speaker as Mr. Speaker, except for Marta. She never even called me John. It's always Juanito or Mijito. And it was always like, just forget what position you think you have right now. Let's have a real conversation and let's figure out what needs to get done.
Yeah. Well, I also want to say that she definitely deserves this recognition and many others, because people like Marta don't always get the recognition that they deserve because they're not looking for it. She's not out there saying, hey, look at me. I did important things. Martha just did her work and moved on. She wasn't looking for accolades. She wasn't looking for a pat on the back. And she still, in her work at USC, continues to trailblaze. And I'm so glad that the Mexican-American Bar Foundation, and also congratulations to them on their 30-year anniversary, and all the great work that they do to move those numbers up of Latinos that are serving as lawyers in such an important profession. And I would just stop by saying this about Marta. Marta was in the legislature, served with distinction. She's one of our most prized possessions, and we need more Marta Escutias. So for the young people that are out there, learn more about her, get to know her. She's very approachable. She'll look you straight in the eye, and sometimes that makes people a little bit nervous. But if you know who you are and you believe in yourself, Marta will believe in you.
Well, what I think is amazing too is the symmetry of this. There's a primary center named after her. And now this year on the 30th anniversary of the Mexican-American Bar Foundation, there are 35 people getting scholarships to law school in recognition of Martha's career. Beautiful symmetry at the beginning of the educational process, all the way through legal scholarship. Great tribute to her.
Well, and to put an exclamation point on it, I've worked with the Mexican-American Bar and the foundation for a very, very long time, decades. I can tell you many great lawyers have gone through that organization and worked with them, believe in them, and its mission of ensuring diversity, ensuring that the bar and the bench actually look like the state that it serves with the breadth of experiences is so important. And so we're all excited to honor Marta, but also to honor the 30 years of the Mexican-American Bar Foundation.
Thank you to the Mexican-American Bar Foundation for giving me this honor. To be honored by one's peers is truly something remarkable. And I have to thank the Mexican-American Bar Foundation for the effort that you have placed throughout the years in really helping out Latino law students reach their dreams. We all know how expensive it is to go to law school. So any kind of financial help is truly, truly welcomed by these students. So for that, Latino Mexican-American Bar Foundation, thank you so much. So I accept this with great honor, but at the same time, I also realize it's a responsibility. And the responsibility is that we as lawyers have a responsibility to really uphold the law to its broadest potential so that it can equalize unequal relationships. I also know that we as lawyers have a communal responsibility, and that's to make sure that the law can be used as a tool to open up the minds of children, open up the minds of young adults. I have the experience of having volunteered as a mock trial coach at Roosevelt High School, where I basically taught them. We actually, fielded the first ever mock trial team for Roosevelt High School. And to talk to them about the hearsay rule, to talk to them about, objections, it was just remarkable when you see a student's eyes go on and the light goes on in that brain and they realize, wow, I can do this. Wow, I can be a lawyer. And I always tell my students that with a little bit of work, actually quite a lot of work, some luck y muchas ganas, they can become anything they want to become in this country. And if you can view me as a role model of someone that achieved great professional accomplishments, whether it was in the political sector or the legal sector, I did it because of hard work. I did it because of a little bit of luck, and I did it because of muchas ganas. And just remember that in this world, there is no such thing as luck, unless you define luck as that moment in time when opportunity meets preparation. So if I'm that role model for you of a lucky person, then I am guilty as charged. Thank you.
To present the Precursor de Justicia, or Pioneer for Justice Award, is Mexican-American Bar Foundation trustee Eduardo Matorel.
Our next award tonight is the Pioneer of Justice Award, also referred to as the Precursor de Justicia Award, an award we bestow upon individuals that trailblaze paths for the Latino and Latina community in fight for social justice. This year's Precursor de Justicia Award goes out to La Voz de los Dodgers, Jaime Carrin. Starting from humble beginnings, his broadcasts have now elevated him to the pinnacle of the profession. He has now received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and has been inducted into the Hall of Fames of both the California Broadcasters Association and the California Sports Broadcasters. He's also been inducted into the Hispanic Heritage Baseball Museum. His commentary is known by millions of Angelinos. Batazo profundo al jardín central. La pelota se va, se va, se va y despídela con un beso. I encourage you to listen to the real thing instead of the amateur interpretation. The quality of Mr. Carrin's broadcasts led one baseball publication to call him baseball's all-time best Spanish language broadcaster based on his longevity, continuity, persona, voice, knowledge, amongst other factors. Mr. Carrin's work ethic, dignity, grace, patience, and persistence are lessons for all humanity, and especially for the young Latinos and Latinas receiving scholarships tonight. I present to you this year's recipient of our Precursor de Justicia Award, Jaime Carrin.
To begin with, I would like to congratulate very, very much to the Mexican-American Bar Foundation, the Mexican-American Lawyers Association, for the wonderful, wonderful job they have been doing, giving away millions of dollars to students, to law schools. It's fantastic. I know because I have in my family my own foundation, the Jaime and Blanca Carrin Foundation, in memory of my wife who passed away 2 years ago. And we are giving away also scholarships to law school, to students going to UCLA, to USC, to Loyola, and other colleges. But the work that the Mexican-American Bar Association and Foundation is doing is amazing. It's fantastic. If you ask me the reasons for my longevity, I will tell you 3 reasons. First, my love for the game. I love baseball. I love what I do. I could do 2 games a day, 7 days a week, no problem. Second reason, the support that I had from my wife. She was always behind me, And she never complained about my absences, about my long trips, because I used to travel with the Dodgers. She never complained. She was behind me. God bless her. And the third is the fact that I was able to find an organization that really respects the Latino community in Southern California. The Dodgers always tried to cultivate baseball among the Latinos in Southern California. And I was able to do the games. Also, when I am doing a baseball game, I am not just relating what I see on the field. I feel that I am giving to the audience some type of entertainment. Many people work very, very hard from early in the morning until at night, and they get home tired. And what, for me, better to give them something they can enjoy? That's baseball. I have received many recognitions, but what really fills me inside, better than anything else, better than any accolade, is the fact that when I am walking to a restaurant, to a supermarket, people approach me, they come to see me and they say, Mr. Jarrin, I want to thank you because I grew up listening to you. I was able to be with my grandfather listening to you. My mother took me to the baseball games at Dodger Stadium. And my mother fell in love with your voice, with your delivery. Those things really fill me up so much. And I am very proud that I have been able to do this. I am very proud of being here tonight, and I'm very proud to be part of this function. And again, congratulations to the recipients of the scholarships, to the people that work very hard inside of the foundation. Ahora permítame decirles unas pocas palabras en español, porque el español es mi primer idioma. Yo soy el campeón del bilingüismo. Yo creo que todo mundo debería hablar 1, 2 y 3 idiomas. Yo creo que es el asset más completo para una persona hablar 2 idiomas. Y aquí en el sur de California lo ideal es hablar español. Y español fue el idioma que me llevó a mí hasta Cooperstown cuando fui entronizado en el Salón de la Fama. Quiero aprovechar esta ocasión para enviar un saludo muy especial a todos aquellos que forman la maravillosa organización Mexican American Bar Foundation, a sus directores, a todos los miembros. Un saludo muy especial a todos los abogados que contribuyen a esta maravillosa causa de entregar miles de dólares en becas escolares para las escuelas de días. Mi felicitación a quienes me precedieron en el uso de la palabra, a aquellos que han sido homenajeados esta noche, y mi saludo particular a todos los jóvenes que han recibido hoy sus becas de la Fundación. Para ellos, un saludo muy especial, un abrazo grande de parte de su amigo Jaime Jarrin. Felicidades y que Dios les bendiga.
Finally, to present the Sueño Americano or American Dream Award is Mexican American Bar Foundation Honorary Trustee Art Ochoa.
When I learned that Houston Hennigan was going to receive the Sueño Americano Award, my first thought was, what a perfect choice. And frankly, my second thought was, I hope I get to introduce John and Brian. As leaders, as lawyers, as Angelinos, John Houston and Brian Hennigan are proof that it really is possible to do well by doing good. They have built a firm that does exactly that, time and time again. Houston Hennigan has been a powerful ally for some incredibly worthy organizations. They have made a real difference for the Navajo Nation, the Los Angeles Center for Law and Justice, the Inner City Law Center, the Western Center on Law and Poverty, Food from the Bar, and Equality California. They've also joined with future lawyers from several distinguished law schools to launch the Social Justice Legal Foundation. And that's just a partial list of Houston Hennigan's good works. By throwing its considerable weight behind these groups, Houston Hennigan does something very important. They help turn the American dream into American realities, which is exactly why they're the perfect choice for the Sueño Americano Award. It's an honor, a privilege, and an absolute pleasure to introduce John Houston and Brian Hennigan.
Good evening. My name is Brian Hennigan. I'm honored to accept the American Dream Award from the Mexican American Bar Foundation on behalf of my law firm, Houston Hennigan. The American dream is rooted in the words of the Declaration of Independence that promises that all men are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately for many, that dream has been, in effect, an empty promise. There have been a lot of obstacles to obtaining that dream, in particular, the dream of access to justice. The Mexican American Bar Foundation has been in the forefront of the fight to secure the American dream for all people, in particular with regard to the Latino constituents. I'm happy to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Mexican American Bar Foundation with them, and I'm particularly happy to do that in connection with receiving this award from my law firm. My firm, Houston Hennigan, is proud to be in this fight with the Mexican American Bar Foundation, and we hope to continue this fight until that victory is secured of the American dream for all citizens. Thank you.
If we were all together at this point, we would be applauding the efforts and achievements of this year's honorees, and I am sure they virtually feel your good wishes. To you, salud. On behalf of the Mexican American Bar Foundation, congratulations to all of tonight's honorees and scholars. Again, salud. Thank you to the event sponsors and everyone who has made this year's virtual gala possible. Remember, to text to donate challenge is still open. Text the word feliz, F-E-L-I-Z, to the number 41444, 41444, and donate. Before we end this celebration, we have this special message from our scholarship recipients. My friends, mis amigos, be well, be safe, and thank you for spending this time with us. Buenas noches y que duerman.
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Sandoval and I'm a third-year law student at Loyola Law School. I am interested in pursuing a career in litigation, specifically white-collar crime and investigations. To Mabev and all of our generous sponsors, I want to say a huge thank you for believing in us and helping us achieve all of our dreams. Mom and Dad, gracias no solo por darme la vida, pero también por darle propósito. Thank you all so very much.
Hi, my name is Andy de la Cruz, and I'm a 3L at Southwestern Law School. My interest includes civil defense litigation. Thank you so much for your contribution this year and all that you do for law students. Your contributions continue to motivate me to give back to my community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Selena Estrada Villela, and I'm a rising third-year evening student at Loyola Law School with an interest in public interest law to be an advocate on behalf of children involved in the dependency system. Thank you so much for your support and investment in my legal journey.
Hello, my name is Gabriela Perez. I am a third-year law student at Loyola Law School, and I'm pursuing entertainment law. Thank you for this recognition and your generous support.
My name is Julieta Hernandez. I am a rising 3L at UCLA Law, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in criminal defense. Thank you so much for this recognition and for supporting my legal career.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Marie Takeri Rodriguez. I am a second-year law student at Southwestern Law School. I am interested in pursuing a career in civil litigation. Thank you so much for this recognition and your generous support. Gracias.
Hello, my name is Melissa Segarra, and I'm a rising second-year law student at UCLA School of Law. I'm interested in pursuing a career studying the intersection of immigration law and labor law. And I would like to thank the MABF Scholarship Committee for the great honor of this award. Your generosity will be a huge support that will be felt not only during my academic career, but throughout my professional career as well.
Hi, my name is Chris Pineda. I'm a rising 3L at USC Gould, and currently I'm a summer associate at Reed Smith. pursuing a career in corporate law. And I just want to give a really big thank you to the Mexican American Bar Foundation. This is my second year receiving this scholarship, and I'm very proud to represent the organization. And really just want to say thank you for supporting my dreams, and I know I'm going to make you all proud.
Hello, my name is Marisol Dominguez Ruiz, and I am a third-year law student at Loyola Law School, and I am interested in pursuing a career in disability law and advocating on behalf of marginalized communities. I would like to thank you all for this recognition and honor, and for your generous support. It further motivates me to make a difference in the legal education. Thank you.
My name is Eileen Gonzalez, and I'm a third-year law student at UCLA School of Law, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in employment and labor law, advocating for low-wage workers, and I'm so grateful to have been selected to receive this scholarship.
Hi, my name is Jacob Rubalcaba. I'm a second-year law student at Loyola Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in business law, and I cannot thank you enough for this recognition and for your generosity. Thank you so much.
My name is Clara Perez, and I am a 3L at Loyola Law School. I am interested in pursuing a career in criminal law as a public defender. I am deeply honored and grateful to the Mexican American Bar Foundation for this recognition. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Kelly Larios, and I am a 3L at USC. I'm interested in entertainment law and intellectual property. Like many Latinas, I had a dream to go to law school, but that dream seemed very improbable. Now, thanks to your support, that dream is a reality. I really appreciate this scholarship. Thank you for all your support.
Hello, my name is Victoria Bonds. I'm a fourth-year part-time student at Loyola Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in civil rights impact litigation. Thank you so much for your generous support. I couldn't have done it without you.
Hi, my name is Abraham Rios Gomez. I'm a rising third-year evening student at Loyola Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in civil litigation. Thank you so much to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and its sponsors for this recognition and for your generous support. It really means the world to me.
Hi, my name is Diana Lopez Lira. I'm a rising 3L at USC Gold School of Law, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in labor and employment law. I really want to thank you so much for your generous support and for this recognition. It truly means so much to me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Art Garcia. I'm a third-year law student at Southwestern Law School, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in management side, labor and employment law. Thank you so much for this honor and for your generous support.
My name is Laura Carter, and I am a rising 2L student at Southwestern Law School. I am interested in pursuing a career in public interest. Thank you, Mexican American Bar Foundation, for your generous support. Gracias.
Hi, my name is Carlos Lamberto Valenzuela. I am a second-year law student at Southwestern Law School, and I aspire to pursue a career as an appellate and civil litigator. I am so grateful and feel so blessed for this opportunity. Thank you so much to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and their sponsors for this incredible recognition. Your generosity and support means so much to us. Gracias.
Hola, my name is Maria Gudiel, and I'm a second-year evening student at Loyola Law School. I'm interested in the areas of intellectual property, bankruptcy, and regulatory law. Being a scholar is an incredible honor, and I'm deeply appreciative to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and its generous sponsors. Your investment in my education as a first-generation law student is something I will never forget. From my community, my family, and myself, gracias de todo corazón.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Zaragoza, and I am a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School. I hope to one day become a state or federal prosecutor. Thank you to the Mexican American Bar Foundation for your generosity, support, and investing in my legal education.
Hi, my name is Mariana Ortega. I am a 3L at Loyola Law School. I am born and raised in South LA, and I'm interested in pursuing a career in indigent defense. I'm currently externing at the California DOJ, and from my family and myself, we personally want to thank you for your support and encouragement throughout this journey in law school, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Cindy Ventura. I'm a rising 2L at UC Irvine School of Law, and I am interested in pursuing a career in government, focusing in civil litigation. I feel so blessed and so grateful to be chosen as a scholarship recipient. I want to thank the entire MOBEF committee, and donors for making this possible and allowing me to continue pursuing my dreams. Your donations mean a lot to me and my family. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ramona Sandoval. I am a third-year law student at Loyola Law School, and I am interested in pursuing a career in litigation. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for believing in me and my dreams.
My name is Elisa Clilayatsi. I am a rising 2L at Loyola Law School in Los Angeles, and I am interested in pursuing a career in public interest and criminal law. Thank you so much for your generous support and this wonderful recognition. As a first-generation college and law student, your support means the world to me and my family. Muchas gracias.
Hi, my name is Sandra Guzman. I'm a rising 2L at the University of California, Irvine School of Law. I'm interested in a career in litigation. As a first-generation Latina and formerly undocumented immigrant, I'm honored to receive your support. Thank you for investing in me and the Latinx community.
Hello, my name is Sofia Dominguez Hightoff. I am a 2L law student at the University of Southern California, Gould School of Law. I am interested in regulatory and government-facing litigation. I'm just so proud and thankful to have all of your support. The generous donations that you made have been absolutely life-changing, and I'm forever grateful.
Hi, my name is Fabiola Martinez. I am a third-year law student at Southwestern Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career representing workers and labor unions. Thank you so much for this recognition and for your support funding my law school career. It really means so much to me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Laura Isaí Sayon. I am a rising 2L at Southwestern Law School, and I am pursuing a career in immigration law. Thank you so much for making me a recipient of this scholarship. And thank you so much to each and every person involved in this program for supporting students like me in reaching our goals and for your commitment to our community.
Hi, my name is Ismar Negretti, and I'm a second-year law student at Southwestern Law School. I'm interested in pursuing a career in entertainment and intellectual property. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be recognized and all of your amazing support. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Carla Young. I am a rising 3L at Pepperdine Caruso School of Law. I am interested in pursuing a career in public interest law. Receiving this scholarship will allow me to continue to pursue my goals. It means the world to me to have the support of the MOBEF community. So thank you all so much for this recognition y muchas gracias por su apoyo.
My name is Jaime Jimenez. I'm a rising fourth-year evening student at Loyola Law School and interested in pursuing a career in immigration law. Thank you so much for this recognition and for your generous support.
Hi, my name is Carrie Cruz Van Sinden. I'm a rising 2L evening student at Southwestern Law School. After law school, I plan to continue working for the Los Angeles Unified School District in the Office of the General Counsel. This is such an honor. Thank you so much for your support, for believing in me, and investing in my future. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joanna Calderon. I'm a rising 3L at Southwestern Law School. I just want to give a huge thank you to the Mexican American Bar Foundation for this scholarship and to all of its sponsors. It makes a huge difference for Latinas like me that delayed going to law school for so long because of the expenses. This is helping me on my journey to becoming an immigration attorney to better serve the community. And I hope to pay it forward in the future. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Julissa Colindres, and I am a second-year law student in a 2-year accelerated program at Southwestern Law School. I am interested in pursuing a career in immigration law. I am thankful to the Mexican American Bar Foundation and its sponsors for supporting my dreams by investing in my dedication and hard work. Thank you for believing in me.
Thank you.
Thank you.